Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Those defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Bucs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Come on, set. Trouble, 38. 52 blaster.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Check, smash. Ready.
On second down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, But you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time how a powerful arm isn't the number 1 thing that looks for a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. There was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Dafre Owe showed off the pass rush skills. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now 1st quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Godwin, the motion man. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Drill green.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week one, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda now. And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fielded just inside the 20. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Ready up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score. Second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the short put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left, Godwin.
Blue striker. Set.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Here we go, set. Chop, 17. Hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
2nd down and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Let's go now. Right, 97. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
Set. Hut.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him for the loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Green Jack. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Claws red. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. But Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Short throw to Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 4. Back to throw again. that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
White. Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Slide through. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Set. Red. Cycle. Blaster. 6. Hut.
They'll look to throw again.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for him, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here we go, set.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw.
That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
They'll set up a throw. And complete, right side to Cook.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Okay,
and let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Go.
Looking to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
James Cook.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
13 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one nearly intercepted. Great time for their first pick, but instead it stayed down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call, because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check steal. Smash. Red. Drill green. Set.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw here.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Very good return that time. 18 yards.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff looking right. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he's going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Packers! Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Red, yellow.
They're going to look to throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd down and 6 now. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Got it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
we go. Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Stiff-armed him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from? Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Ready, set.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Green Jack.
He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
Here we go.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Ready.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second and 7.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Kick the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. They'll set up a throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.